But, you know, to say right now we're going to exercise the put option, to me, it's doing a disservice to our community. We have until June to exercise it. Why not try to see what other options there are between now and June to make us money? And I ran this by council ahead of time, Madam Chair, and if this is going to be insulting to some, or I don't know what the word is, insulting to some, my apologies, but I've heard that there's an old saying that I recently, it's called double stupid. So I guess I'm double stupid, first of all, for negotiating what everybody claimed was too high of a price on the land. And now I'm stupid again because I'm trying to make money for the taxpayers off of that land.
Councillor Huffman.
Thank you, Chair Martin. And again, just wanting to go on the record after hearing the mayor's comments that, yes, you are correct. I am unwilling to, at this point in time, make money for the taxpayers on a deal that was very clearly stated. And I reiterate it to my constituents over and over again, that if the provincial and federal funding did not come through for the hub, that the money would be returned. So therefore, to me, very simply, the money gets returned. If you want to look at future land perspectives and things like that, then we can bring it forward and do it on an open and transparent way. And just because information, people have opinions and things like that, I refute the fact that every time it has to be some kind of leak of closed, confidential information. There's a lot of people out there who know everything that's going on, and there doesn't necessarily have to be any leak. So I take offense to that.
Okay, I'd like to weigh in here before we go into call the vote. I've heard a couple of things that I'd like to touch on that are outside of my speaking notes. The comment has been repeated a few times that the hub is over, and from where I sit, the hub is not over. This funding stream is over and closed, and but I think that there is still another option that could be viable for this community, and unfortunately, we haven't made it that far in the discussion yet. The conversation surrounding good faith and bargaining, there is a way of doing business here in Norfolk County. And while we may not be able to control what the other side brings to the table, we can control how we react and how we respond and set the tone for how we want to do business and what our word means to our constituents and to those that we deal with. But I have concerns again. You know, we've got a 250-page addendum that's gone online, which is great. There's a lot of great information. It's a lot of repetitive information. It's a lot of information this council was already privy to. But when we put it all together and add a little bit of a verbal update to it, the public doesn't have the ability to respond appropriately. So if I was on the floor today, I would be moving for a deferral on this because RFAB hasn't been able to weigh in. They had a meeting last night where they considered passing a motion to request council to defer.
Madam Chair, I got to call a point of order on this too. Technically, you're not supposed to debate.
Well, Mayor Chopp, we've listened to you speak for more than 5 minutes today, and we've sat here for about 2 years, and you've done this time and time again.
I have not spoken on a motion. I asked plenty of questions during the question period, but I haven't spoken on a motion.
If you wish to challenge me, let's vote on it.
You're more than welcome to call a point of order on that. What my suggestion would be to pull the item then next week at the council meeting when you're on the floor, and you can have a discussion at length with RFAB if council's willing to move to hear them at that meeting.
I'm going to finish my statement unless you'd like to challenge me on a vote. Thank you. RFAB did not pass the motion to go through with a deferral because Mayor Chopp's comments supported that this council would support them coming forward next week to provide a deputation with council, despite the fact that that is not our normal practice. So I hope that this council will follow through on that and allow a deputation next week. But emails subsequently were sent to this council from RFAB members, specifically discussing concerns around good faith and how we wish to negotiate in our community, asking for serious thought to be given to how we wish to proceed, comments regarding the committee's concerns about this potentially violating the fundamental spirit of the deal. And I have to agree and resonate with
there
those.
was only 4 people that were in the room in terms
What are you
of
point of ordering right now?
understanding, because you are not allowed to debate on a motion.
Then challenge me because
I am
I'm speaking.
challenging you then.
So you'd like to vote on that. Great. Andy?
All right, so the process is to immediately vote upon the chair's ruling. All those in favor of the chair's position, please raise your hands. The chair's position carries.
Thank you. Mayor Chopp, please turn off your microphone. Where was I?